Skull Army, Boom Community, Day 1 of Boom Beach, Warship Season 74, no stoned unturned, and what a start to the season it has been. And in today's video, I want to talk about the start to Season 74, and how I think this is probably one of the better, if not one of the best starts to Warships we've ever had. Let's do this. Good morning, good afternoon, and yes, good evening, Skull Army and friends. It's your boy, your friendly neighborhood SkullCrusher, coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. And in today's video, let's talk about Warship Season 74, the start. Day 1 of the season here, and no stone unturned. This is going to be the reputation. This is going to be the Stoneheart season, because Stoneheart is responsible for this tech tree. So first, let's talk about this tech tree, specifically the 2 and 3 ER tech leading up to 4 ER, because the goal for most players on day 1 is making it to 4 ER. At least that's my goal. I know that's a lot of goal of the sugar shippers as well, and a lot of the other competitive warship players, I think, are on that path to 4 engine room. But this tech tree is almost unlike any other tech tree we've had in previous seasons of warships. I like this tech tree because I think there's been a lot of thought and consideration into the IT players, essentially the pay-to-win, and of course the non-IT players, the free-to-play players, because there's a little bit of everything for everyone. Now let's talk about the free-to-play players, the players that don't use IT. Well, the Rainmakers and the mechs have been coming in exceptionally clutch. Like, I mean, the IT players, the pay-to-win players, have been going hard with full Zuka, aggressive flaring. Honestly, 3 shock launcher bases does make it a little bit intimidating, but it is very rewarding when you get the job done in 30 seconds, 35 seconds. So a lot of the IT players are going hard with the Zukas, and sometimes they might have a meat shield, maybe 1 or 2 boats of either mechs or Scorchers. I believe there's a handful of players going Rainmakers and Zukas, but I believe for the majority of Zuka players, if they're not, braving the dangers and going full Zuka, they are utilizing at least 1 to 2, if not 3 boats of meat shields, being the mechs or the Scorchers, and the Scorchers are playing a big part as well. And not to mention the deck layout here, and this is 3 ER deck layout. 2 ER deck layout is very corresponding as well. It does have the exact same gap here, and I also really like the thought and the consideration that's gone into the deck layouts here, especially for the free-to-play players, and the right side of the deck layouts here, with this gap here, with having this absolutely pointless ramp to drop any ground troops with terrible range. The only viable troop you're actually able to use right now on this side is the Rainmaker, with this exceptionally long range here. If we do take a look at the Rainmaker and look at that range, that is a very long range here. I believe it's anywhere between 11.5 to 12 tiles. I could be off by a couple tiles here, but let's just say when you drop your Rainmakers on this right ramp, if you haven't done that already, they are more than capable of smashing any ER, any defenses pretty much along this line of fire, even if the engine room is up top over here as well. So it's very exciting. The engine rooms correspond very nicely with the tech that is available on the tech tree, and not to mention the defenses as well. Very minimal splash damage. No mortars. Well, that's a lie. Mortars in 3 ER. No flamethrowers and no machine guns to start. Now, that's making a huge difference with this Zuka meta right now, because our biggest threats, believe it or not, are the shock launchers, which technically is a splash damage, but it is a stunning defenses that freezes your troops in place for a set duration. The boom cannons are freaking causing havoc for some of these mechs, and even for some of these Scorchers if you haven't upgraded them. But the shock launchers are the real threats actually for the Zukas here, especially for the 3 shock launcher base players. Sometimes you're getting caught in a very vicious shock lock, and it takes 1 to 2 to 3 cycles from these 3 shock launchers and your Zookas are gone if you're not managing those Crystal Shield projectors and Speed Serum accordingly. Now, Speed Serum. First time ever in a season of Warships that we've had Speed Serum to start. And not only Speed Serum to start, but a fully max boosted Speed Serum node. Now that is coming in clutch, whether you are rocking that Zooka Meat Shield meta, or if you're going full Meat Shield and rocking that, Scorcher Rainmaker, Mech Rainmaker, Scorcher Mech, but it's mainly either Mech or Scorcher with Rainmaker, just due to the fact that that Rainmaker has that exceptionally long distance on the range and can pretty much cover, 1/3 to almost half the map. So it's pretty crazy here. So honestly, guys, big shout out to Stoneheart for this tech tree, for the thought, for the consideration that's gone into this tech tree for the free-to-play and the pay-to-win players. And right now, we've only been experiencing 2 and 3 ER tech, and for a handful of players, they've already been dabbling in 4 ER tech as well. Now, for my 3 ER players, this has been a very exciting push here. Now, my log's looking a little bit gross here. McLovin actually just took back some of his stars. Big shout out to McLovin here. But I'll give you an example of getting caught from the shock launchers here. So I tried to do a split hit here. I tried to go, 1 boat of Scorcher on the left and right side of that left ramp with 3 boats of Zookas on the left and right side. And it's a combination of managing that Speed Serum and that Crystal Shield projector. So you can see that Speed Serum and Crystal Shield coming out on the left side, on the right side. So I think we used too much Speed Serum a little bit too early because we got caught on that top right side there. Very difficult popping that top left ER. And then unfortunately, my Zookas got caught from the shock launchers, and it lost me 2 or 3 seconds, and that was more than enough mustard in the bottle for my boy McLovin to take those stars back and beat me with a 308 here. So to give you an idea of what some of these other players are doing here, so this is a perfect example of the Meat Shield Zooka meta here. So this is 4 boats of Scorchers and looks like 4 boats of Zookas here, or actually might have been 5 boats of Scorchers, but he's doing a great job. He's actually directly flaring the shock launcher now, and some of the Scorchers split on the left side, which actually caused the shock launchers to pivot to the left side Scorchers. So McLovin did a great job actually distracting those shock launchers, opening up the Zookas here. Excellent freaking Hail Mary with the Speed Serum on the final ER. That was a really good hit from McLovin here. And then of course my last win here, that was a 4 ER that beached all their engine rooms. So Balt Quokka here, this was the 315 against a 305 here. So take a look at this madness here. This is the Scorcher Zooka meta, essentially same combo that McLovin did, but this is actually with 1 boat of Scorcher and 7 boat of Zooka. So you can plug and play, you can mix and match your meat shields with your Zookas. Your flares are very important though, because that aggressive flaring is making a big difference. So you definitely want to maybe consider getting that flare to tick 3. And then as you can see, it's just aggressive flaring while managing that gunboat energy with Crystal Shield projector and timing that Speed Serum precisely. Okay, I think that's where I'm still kind of running into some trouble. I'm not timing my Speed Serums the way that I should be. So let's watch one more win over here. Action. I've got a fair amount of red in my log, actually. But this was a 305 on a 254 here. So this was a 4 ER player. Once again, this was a Meat Shield Zooka attack here with 1 boat of Scorchers and then 7 boats of Zookas here. And just a great job letting them free clear. Take that natural path here, managing the gunboat energy with the Speed Serum, with the Crystal Shield projector as needed here. Now, more and more players are actually upgrading their gunboat energy depending on the amount of armored units they are using here. Very aggressive flare at the end with that Speed Serum. Nice little pocket of Zookas, made it past the shock mines, and that was more than enough mustard in the bottle to bring home that win. So, all right, let's see if we can put what we've been talking about in action here. I mean, we did stream earlier for season premiere. Shout out to Stoneheart and Chicken as well. Shout out to any of the other boom tubers that will be rocking it on day 1. But let's see if we can apply what we've talked about on a battle here. So, all right, and again, some of these queues have been terrible, so let's see what we get here. And again, we'll start things off with the 2 boats of Scorchers and the 6 boats of Zookas, and we'll swap it out if necessary.
A few moments later.
All right, and here we go. We've got a 3 here with 3 shock launchers. This looks pretty inviting on the left side here. I feel like the right side is a little bit more of a trap, but does look a little bit more inviting. But we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this left side here. All right, and again, my flare is, I believe, tick 3. I think we definitely want to work on getting that flare up. All right, so let's get the Zookas from behind now. We're gonna reflare in just a moment here. Yep, there's the reflare. Crystal Shield Projector. We're gonna start running into some of these mortars. And we're going to time that next speed serum. There we go. So from this ER, hopefully we drop this now. We're going to transition to the next one. I got some of these Zookas in the back here taking their time. I'm hoping the Scorchers can do a good job distracting. Final flare. Let's get enough mustard in the bottle for that speed serum. And there should be that mad dash of Zookas coming up here. Beautiful push right there. Good time as well, and let's see if 315 is enough mustard in the bottle for these attacks that we have been pulling off here. And we've got Gun Show 21 finishing with a 306 to a 315. So there's a perfect example of what we've been talking about applied in action here. So Skull Army and friends, I'm very excited for the next stream, and I'm very excited to continue playing the rest of this season. If you have made it this far into the video, please do not forget to leave a like. It does mean the absolute world to me, does help the channel grow, and yes, of course, it does appease our YouTube algorithm overlords. It looks like we will officially be wrapping up today's video. It's time to make like a Tom and cruise. We'll catch you on the next one, my friends. Peace!